you now.
Well fought, beast. You remind me of home, you know. Were you hungry? Now you will feed the other creatures.
You are Master Junda's friend. My thanks.
I would not travel by day if I were you. The Empire's presence has grown.
Wise counsel. I am in your debt.
Hey, this is a good find. I think Sister Task will want to take a look at this.
Careful, there's danger nearby.
Look what we found.
Enemies up ahead.
Great find.
me on them.
I need help, bud.
Dodge next time.
Hey, buddy. Shit.
Ready yourself for combat.
I think Sister Task will want to take a look at this. A scroll. Let's save it.
Watch your step, Jedi.
I didn't know there were any Narcas scouting this close to the Empire.
There aren't. And I'm not scouting. Leave me in peace.
Very well.
So what are you doing out here?
Waiting for a gap in the patrols. I'm taking the antiquities from this Wayhouse cache.
Taking them back to the archive?
No. To the Holy City. I'm going to sell them.
Sell them?
We weren't supposed to fight your war, Jedi. But we're paying your price. I'm not going to go the way of Armaius. These relics should be worth enough credits to buy passage off-world.
Listen, if the Empire traces those relics to this region, they might suspect something.
And if they do, look around. The Empire's already here.
What about when they find out you're selling relics from an active Imperial search zone? At best, they'll ask questions. And they can do a lot worse.
I've made up my mind, Jedi. I'm taking these relics. That's all there is to say.
You will leave the relics here.
I will leave the relics here.
It's a long way to the Holy City. Those relics will only slow you down.
It's a long way to the Holy City. They'll only slow me down. I think I'd better leave it all here. Take the door codes. Do what you want with them. It doesn't matter to me.
All right.
Make sure the others are rested. But we must set out soon.
As you say, Master Junda. For what purpose is our journey?
The same as you have devoted your life to. To collect and preserve knowledge of the Jedi tradition.
Ready yourself for combat.
Let's be careful with this. This has been here for a long time. Another scroll. mentioned the Golden Scraton. Anything else I should keep an eye out for?
Should you venture into the murkier regions of the Highlands, you could find yourself in the lair of a Sutaban Alpha, a vile thing. You would be wise to keep your distance.
And in case I don't?
How very Jedi of you. In that case, I would warn that the beast is quick and ferocious, more so on both counts than its lesser brethren.
Good to know.
Treasure for wisdom, young sage.
Gonna go with this one.
Thank you. The knowledge you've saved is invaluable.
With us. We can go back to Coruscant.
We're Kobo bound!
The Mantis has changed.
Oh yeah, Cal and Bode, they ain't exactly the cleaning types.
I cleaned this morning. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. That's on me.
Marin, I didn't know you were coming. Hey, maybe I'll pick up some scat steaks. Why'd you join back up anyways?
Seer and I believe Tanalor could be a refuge for those persecuted by the Empire.
Persecuted by the Empire, huh? Gonna get crowded. Get over here, kid. We're about to land.
Welcome to Kobo.
Cal, so glad you're back. You missed all the action. It was horrible.
Did something happen?
The Raiders paid us another visit. Took a shine to that droid you found.
See?
They took her, Cal. Carried her right out. She's been droid-napped.
My saloon better be okay, Turgle. I think you brought this down on us.
I'm innocent, Mr. Grease. Promise.
Dagon sent them. He's after Tanalor.
There must be something more to Z than we realized. Something scrambled up in her memory banks.
We have to rescue her. Once he gets what he wants, he'll scrap her for sure.
It won't be easy to get her back. The Raider base is in the swamp. They gutted an old Lucre Hulk battleship from the Clone Wars.
We've seen it. Means they got a lot of firepower.
As do we.
She's right. Now's our time to move.
I like where this is going.
They already have what they came for. They're back at their fortress feeling safe, complacent.
They'll never see it coming.
Maybe not. But if you're wrong, then they'll be looking for payback.
Not to worry. I will stay here and look after Grease and the others.
You sure?
I think you two can manage. Just don't let him swim without supervision.
Let me know if you need help.
Nice axe.
Name's Mosey.
Marin.
All right. I'll scout ahead. Meet you there?
Breathe. Burmese Dimbidi. Focus. All right, that did it. Isn't it a little dark down there for fishing?
A true fisher doesn't rely on the sun to do the seeing. A true fisher fishes with the mind. Sink your eyes on this. You're asking yourself, how in the deep did old Scuba know where the fishy was hiding? And what you don't know is that the bar of hookfish always travels northward.
How does it know which way's north?
Well, you see, it's equipped with a kind of define I bumped into it on my way down. But a true fisher knows that a pocket full of luck is more important than some cod migration pattern. Now for a story, if you've the time. Where did we end? Ah, yes. The monstrous Captain Wet, his crew and myself fled aboard the pirate schooner of the filthy Zephyrs. Well, fast as the morning thaw, I could tell something was off. Wanyik, he wouldn't look me in the eye. Oh, and a dreadful stench was a-brewing his rotten beard. An augur of fate most ill. Wanyik took the helm, and with landing claws away, we flew to deep space, putting a few lifetimes between us and those pirates. We found ourselves afield of the Parlimean trade route. As soon as the captain took his hand off the yoke, he put it on his harpoon and gave me a look, like a half-starved tuca-cat iron sprat. "Scurver," snarled the vile captain, "you've gone as soft as an oyster's navel. If I couldn't trust you to spare a quarren with your blaster in your mouth, how could I trust you to skewer the great gooberfish? My hesitance to pull the trigger had me undone. In spite of my most rabid pleas, the captain jettisoned wee Scuba in an escape pod. The last thing I saw was his dread smile, crooked like a bayman's backbone. And so, my time aboard the grapnel met a briny end. Sitting alone in a pod, in deep space, with nothing but a tank of old cod and gash. I'll tell you more later, lad. The despair. Ugh, the stench. It's enough to set my stomach a churn to this very day.
Welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home.
Some prospectors told me about a strange building. Distinctive entrance, so they say.
Could be one of those meditation chambers.
Yes, I was thinking the same. Let me know if you find anything, will you?
No problem, Toa.
Some other time, okay?
So how'd you like playing on Coruscant?
At first, I loved it. The Undercity's this melting pot of all these different struggles. A real vivid place, you know? After a few months of small gigs, though, I got bumped up to the popular clubs. Didn't take long for me to start hating it.
Not your scene?
It wasn't a conversation, you know? Those crowds just wanted to be able to say they'd seen the next big thing.
Sounds like you were really on the rise.
Well, my agents were ambitious. Scored me a deal that could have had me on billboards all over the Corps. But I said no.
That takes guts.
Well, so does slicing up raiders. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Hey, Cal. Let's talk another time. Mine's racing with ideas right now.
Heard you and Bode are gonna take the fight to the raiders.
Word travels fast around here.
A daring assault on the raider fortress by the mighty warrior and his gunslinging sidekick to save their droid companion. Yes! Z is lucky to have a friend like you. Hiya.
Do you ever miss the glory days, Cal? The cut and thrust, the rough and tumble.
It sounds like every day. Not that it's glorious.
Well, I certainly had some glorious years. I'm sure I never told you about the incident over at Munilinst.
Don't think you did.
I was personally escorting a shipment of, let's call it a sensitive luxury product. Unfortunately, we were accosted by a customs longship. The fence had failed to update our transponder codes and our vessel was marked. Well, push comes to shove, and we were boarded. I've got 3 customs officers waving blasters under my nose, so what do? I throw on the waterworks. Oh, Cal, you cannot imagine. I'm swearing up and down about everything from past marriages to lower back pain. Almost worked, too. But one pesky officer decided to kick open a shipping container full of the slightly incriminating powder.
Guess the jig was up.
Oh, Cal. You're looking at a professional. I told them that they were looking at the ashes of 1,000 ritually cremated Sereno war heroes. And by the stars, they bought it. The inspectors actually bought it. That, Cal, is why I'm here instead of rotting in a Munilinst work camp.
Hey, Tulocked.
From the eye of the storm into the belly of the beast you must go.
Yeah, I know.
What ails you, Sojourner?
Just wondering how things would have been different if I could have stopped them from taking Z.
Do your powers also include omniscience?
No, but...
Seek only where you wish to go, not where you long to have been. Regret is a mirage that leads many off the path. Sojourner?
There he is. Got your first target lined up. Looks like some Hexian hack named Kip Oster has been slinking around Dredger Gorge. This guy likes to catch his prey off guard, so watch your back.
Thanks for the tip.
Thank me when you turn in his bounty puck. they were partners.
Partners, huh?
Business associates, best buds, call us whatever you will. Point is, our relationship is an investment. And we've got bigger fish to fry than these raider hacks.
I'll get to those bounties. But if my friends are in trouble, they take priority.
You're gonna get killed with that attitude, Cal. But on a certain level, I can respect it.
Barkeep.
Good to see you, Cal.
Till next time, pal.
Private table.
All right, then.
Easy, old man. Is that any way to greet a stranger? My name's Dana. My friend Grok here is in a mood.
Oh, I'm in a mood, all right.
Cal, this is BD1.
Don't know if you heard, Cal, but Grok and I just made a big old score out in Dredger Gorge.
After Dana dropped a half-ton Durasteel brace on me.
It was involuntary. That shiverpede meant business. You just choked under pressure.
Choked? Woman almost got me killed. Practically wrote my damn epitaph.
Aw, is it time for your nap, grumpy old Grok?
Lunatic.
Cross patch.
So how'd you two meet anyway?
All started with this merc crew I joined. Grok had been recruited a few months earlier.
On account of my good looks.
That's right. And me on account of being the smoothest thing since Hut Blubber. Anyways, things were good until our outfit tried to pull one over on the Empire. So
We took off and started our own thing. Rest of the outfit ended up dead or in prison.
With the car, Grok. I was telling it.
Kid doesn't need our whole life story.
Point is, Grok and I realized that we're better off just the two of us.
We know the feeling.
Huh.
Thanks for keeping an eye out while we go after Z.
If the raiders return, we will make them regret it.
Reckon we're gonna get along just fine.
I think so.
Do you know about the bile maw lurking in the mountain?
Can't say I do.
May seem peaceful, but when disturbed, it will charge and trample you. Its thick hide makes it resistant to even the strongest weapons.
How would you approach it?
Mind your feet. Its spray attack will leave pools of acid on the ground.
Good to know. Thanks.
Talk soon.
Go, Cal. Z needs you.
I know things are pretty tough right now, but think about the old days. Remember that scrape on Dathomir, Kashyyyk?
That was a close call, and now it's even more dangerous.
I wonder what it'll be like on the other side of all this, you know? Assuming we live through it. Hey, I was thinking, now that Marin's back in the crew, we could always head to Coruscant. Not that I want to.
Ready to ignite your mind with all manner of tactics and stratagems?
You do not fear my strategy. You will.
Commence! Oh, it never stood a chance! And it's a goner! Obliterated!
Fortune smiles on you.
Outstanding.
Let the battle begin! The ATST is laying waste! Oh, so long farewell! Cal Kestis triumphs!
The better strategy wins. Always.
Come back soon! There are more battles to fight!
Garden's looking kind of respectable.
We've expanded into our final plot. But let's chat. I can still assist in other gardening matters. Ah, I was hoping you'd find seeds like that. Put one in the ground. I'll share what I've learned.
Hi, Peely.
So far, Kobo has been a welcoming home. And this rooftop's energy drew me towards it.
You feel a connection to this garden.
Yes. We will help each other grow.
Looks like you've already started.
Divines? Yes, they sprouted overnight. But there's so much more to discover. If you plant new seeds, I'll tell you all about them. But, much like healthy roots, do not overextend yourself. I see you've already grown many, many plants to full size. Such a beautiful arrangement. I've cleared more space, so you can cultivate even more life.
I'm sure Z can decrypt this for us. Thanks for the ride. Help me out. There it is.
Got your mark, I'm coming in.
You made it.
Anyone spot you?
Me? Not a chance. What are we dealing with? Any sign of the droid?
Some kind of service gantry.
Could be a way in.
It's the best option I can see. Only way to the Lucre Hulk is through this swamp.
For you, maybe. You want to ride, BD?
When you're ready, make a move on that gantry. I'll be watching.
Copy that. That's one way not to get mud on your boots, huh? Now we just need to rescue Z. Hard to believe anything could live in this swamp. I guess our friend here makes it work. You see that building, buddy? Guess someone does live here. Or did once. Thanks for the lift.
Hello, laddie.
Dangerous spot to catch a fish.
Nay, dangerous fish to catch a spot.
Sure.
Aye, that one slipped the line. But sarcasm is weak bait. Besides, I've gathered my focus for my quarry, the fearsome glotsome crab. One of my old crew, a mate on the grapnel, once tried to pluck a crab from the sea foam, when suddenly, wham! Overboard she went. Where was I? Aye! She flopped overboard like a quillfish wriggling out of a tin. The crab yanked her in by the nostril. Sometimes you have to strike first, no?
Do you really believe that?
A flexible compass may not serve ye on the roiling waves of Manan, but it does make the seas of the soul easier to brook, no? Stay a moment, and I'll regale you with the next chapter of me tale.
So, Scuba, back to your story. Were you actually marooned in deep space by Captain Wet?
Aye, lad. There I sat, tummy a-rumble, gazing out at the void. My somber reflection staring back from the porthole. Was it hours? Years? Neither would faze me. But I do recall this. After a term most interminable, there she was, like a bowsprit cutting through a crest. The great space whale, still sporting the grapnel's imprint on her side, emerged from a parted void. Aye, even now it brings the salt to my eyes. Her great blubbery undulations tossed me pod through the stars like a goose-winged skiff. The stars swirled about like 100,000 fishes, until suddenly I saw a planet below. There my pod crashed, and there I was rescued by kindly locals. I had been saved by this marvelous creature from the depth of space. I tried searching for her. Alas, to no avail. She eluded me for years before I packed my satchel and headed home for Sakari Tar. Most didn't believe what I'd seen. They say she was not but the terminal spasm of a starving salt's brain. But I know what I saw, lad. I know what I saw. Of course, when I returned home, things were not as I remembered them. But that be a tale for another time.
I'm not leaving you here.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. But we must find my data pad.
How much do you think this is worth?
Nothing's worth crossing the Raiders. Now move.
Let's check this place out.
Tell me, and I mean no disrespect, but is it even possible to find a new datapad on a planet like this?
Well, not new, but I bet I could find you one that works.
Very kind of you. That said, I'm afraid this one has sentimental value.
Cal, what are you doing out here?
I could ask you the same question, Zig.
I came out here to look for Z.
Yeah, me too.
Ahem. And I am Winnie Eres. Cal, was it? We've only just met, but I could use some assistance.
What do you need?
I was told there's a bird in the swamp that sports a resplendent plumage. But when I tried to get a closer look at one, it snatched my datapad and flew away.
Where'd it go?
They've got a nest at the top of a spire nearby. I'd go, but Winnie here says I gotta stay by her side.
Yes! Yes, that spire there. It's so close, yet so far.
I'll see what I can do.
You shine like the stars. Oh, that's a Coruscant saying. Perhaps a more simple, thank you, Cal. Please, that databank contains all my designs, not to mention my reference databank. Without it, I'll be starting all over from scratch. I mean, even more than I already am.
I can't move that, but there's no other way up to the pillar either. Let me see. Look at that. What's this? pretty hurt.
There you are. Ready to liberate one slightly eccentric High Republic droid?
Yeah. You?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Need to center myself.